to the update, it says, Biafrans in Russia today, we are seen protesting. So my people, you are seeing the pictures of our people, our fellow Biafrans in Russia. Today they protested, they were seen protesting, asking Tinubu government to free Nnamdi Kanu, and he should also allow Biafra nation to go, that they don't want to belong to Nigeria anymore. That is not by force to belong to Nigerian, so they don't want to be in Nigeria anymore. And I remember, say last week, Biafran in the UK, yes, so they protested, they asked for the freedom of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and also they asked Nigeria government to allow Biafrans to go. So today is the day that Russia people, our people with Russia decided to protest today. So my people, right now, I'm going to be allowing you to watch the videos that I've gathered for you today that will show you one or two things happening with our people today. No be smart, you know. Take your time and watch all of these videos because important information will concerns all Biafran day inside. I beg, don't forget to like this video and share it with other Biafrans. May we watch the videos.
Show me the law. Free Nnamdi Kanu.
We are doing what we are doing so that the world will get us witness over the bad reports that Nigerian governments are writing and giving out to the international community. IPOB and its leadership can never, ever, ever involve themselves on any sort of dodgy movement or any kind of criminality or terrorism. IPOB cannot do it because we are on international stage. If we are ever indulged in such a thing, we will not be allowed to be in the midst of this moment like this. We can never be allowed to be here. Of course, this is what we are talking about. You know, so we have to keep, keep the records straight, and you have to help me here, share this and make sure that everybody got this information here and the activities of IPOB. Tell me why would IPOB will be on international stage like this, and then they will be involving or leading an organization that is violent in Biafra land. This is the same thing here you're seeing. That is how IPOB is at home as well. Anything they do, you can also use the rallies of Nnamdi Kanu 2017, 2016, 2017. You can use that to attest that the IPOB is never a violent organization. They don't involve in any sort of criminality, and we are proving to the world today. Tell me that if IPOB leadership is not worth supporting, can you call those charlatans who are using mass to catch crews? Can you call those philosopher head good for nothing, only writing rubbish? Now, what does these things here mean to you? Do they mean well for IPOB? Do they mean well for Igbo? Do they mean well for Biafrans at large? Even ordinary protests they claim that they conducted in Aba, they write about it. They wanted to blackmail IPOB and the leadership, but they were not there. But you see, IPOB, we are alive anywhere we go. Look at the Biafran flag here. Look at how beautiful. Look at how beautiful. How beautiful. How beautiful. Please, somebody should contact Rapture Media. I don't know what is going on. Make sure that these things are well seen on Biafran television, because this is our own. That is our own. That's our media platform. So of course, we have to share it anywhere. Those who are trying to, blackmail IPOB, they will go to Imo State. They will think that Imo State is the only where Biafra is existing. But this is Biafra here. And tell me, organization that is operating on this type of environment, tell me if they will ever want to indulge themselves.
We have 4 big and gigantic news for you. Okay? 4 news where we say everybody supporting the movement of the USB, the Biafra, or whatsoever needs to pay attention to fully see and to understand. Okay? So how it be? Showing right now on your screen now the 4 gigantic news where we get for you. Yes. The very first news we say we get something on Ngozi. She don't call off the proposed Anioma state, a state where we say God's will Akpabio as of yesterday. Give green lights on. The other news we'll get for you, we say the brothers to Nnamdi Kanu, that is Fine Boy Kanu and Prince Emmanuel Kanu and whatsoever, they're on a hot seat as we speak. A third news we say it's a shocker coming from the USA and Israel. Yes, there's a news coming from these two countries that you watching this video will never believe can probably come from USA or Israel. We also have a fantastic news on Mazi Kanu because the issue of referendum has taken a bold and gigantic step because of him. So with that all out of the way, where should we start this update from? Well, we'll start with the number one here. We say Ngozi has called off the Anioma state. What did they happen? When those as of yesterday, the Senate President in the person of Ngozi gave a green light, spoke on the possibility of Anioma state and how it's going to be added to the southeast region of the country. Now, usually we say, you don't go viral, everybody don't see them. But then, there are some things you need to know. Yes. This Anioma state, if it's added to the southeast, it's going to be beneficial. It will benefit everybody waiting for southeast. See, it's going to fix southeast state imbalance. It's going to increase Senate and House of Rep members from the southeast. It's going to bring more federal allocation. It's going to strengthen the Igbo unity. It's going to expand economic base and may reduce agitation linked to the Biafran people. So this Anioma state, if added to the southeast region, will benefit you, benefit every single person where they are around this movement. But then, as Ngozi they speak of Anioma state, a lady known as Ngozi came outside to say, no, we don't want anything like Anioma state. We don't want anybody to take a state where they existing in the Biafra movement. What did she even say? Make her not speak too much. She said, press released yesterday, 26th of March. United States of Biafra people and government hereby informs Nigeria agents Ngozi and Ned Nwoko that the state of Anioma, with capital in Asaba, is part of the 40 states of the Biafra that was declared in Lahti, Finland on the 29th of November 2024. Any attempt to include the state into the Nigerian state or terrorist APC party project will be resisted. Okay? She continued by saying, make I scroll up a little. Okay? The current governor of the state is Honorable Reverend John Izugo. Biafrans in the state of Anioma is hereby called upon to give all the support to this honorable and resist the terrorist Nigeria Tinubu state, Ned Nwoko and Ngozi from actualizing or achieving this particular movement. Well, from the very first glance, when you look at this statement coming from Ngozi, who calls herself the Deputy Prime Minister, you go to say she dey fight for the Biafran people, but she is doing more harm than good. Let me explain. Let me break it down for you, okay? First thing first, let me make this whole article look very big and gigantic. All the regions in Nigeria, we have 6 geopolitical zones, but all the regions in Nigeria has nothing less than 6 states. Take, for instance, this is the North Central. The North Central has what? 7 states. 6 states plus the Federal Capital Territory, making it 7. Okay? Take a look at the Northeast. The Northeast has what? 6 states. Take a look at, let's take a look at this one now. This is the Northwest. The Northwest has nothing less than how many states? 7 states. Now, Southeast. The Southeast has how many states? Count them. Hope you can count, but we have Abia. We have Anambra State. We have Ebonyi State. We have Enugu State. And we have Imo State. How many states is this? This is 5. And other regions has nothing less than 6. Okay? Take, for instance, see the South. Make I zoom in a little bit. The South has how many states? 6 states. What about the Southwest? The Southwest has how many states? Count them. 6 states. And only the Southeast has 5 states. So, why is this even important? When we come to the issue of referendum, all the geopolitical zones and their House of Rep members will cast their votes. No be you, no be me go vote. People will go vote to choose for referendum or not, to choose for Nigeria to be split into 2 or not. Now, people from the House of Rep and Senate, now them go vote, no be me and you. And now, if you have 5 states in your region, in your geopolitical zones, it means you are an underdog in this situation. Other regions has 7 to 6 states, you get 5. Meaning you have less state House of Rep members and all. which is a disadvantage. So for God's will to be saying that, see, let's create a 6 states for the Southeast. People like Ngozi should not be against it. We know, say you get your own movement or you want to actualize Biafra, but everything are brain work. Life na calculation. You cannot use your own gun to kill yourself. As this man don't say he wants to make a 6 states, what you go do is you go keep quiet. Allow them to create a 6 states for the Southeast, then continue with your movement. But to kill off a 6 states, it don't put you at disadvantage because you have 5 states. Hope you guys are paying attention and hope you guys are following. So as it stands, the Southeast has fewer senators. The Southeast has fewer House of Rep seats, lower federal allocation, fewer local government areas, reduced political bargaining power, lower chances in power rotation, perceived marginalization. All of these things, they are attributed to the Southeast. And all of this same thing will be emancipated or removed if we have more states in the federation. So Ngozi, I beg, if you don't understand Nigerians politics, understand them first before you begin use your own gun to kill yourself. Hope you guys are following. What do you think of what I just show you now? I better go down to the comment section and tell me every single thing that you've perceived and how it be. Now, let's take a look at our second update that we have for you. Now the Kanu brothers are in a hot seat. What did they happen? Well, we all know now the Kanu brothers. We know say he has 2 brothers where they very vocal. Yes, he has 2 brothers. The very first one, Prince Emmanuel Kanu and Kanunta Kanu. These guys they face heavy levels of criticism and backlash. Take for instance, so how they show right now on your screen is coming from this user, Biafra. We warned you guys to stop sabotaging the IPOB, the IPOB movement. That is not a family affair. You didn't listen. The offense you committed against the IPOB leaders is about to consume your family. Everything under the sun will be exposed. They don't come for the brothers of Nnamdi Kanu. This one on the last tweet released 18 hours ago, coming from an Igbo person. What is this person saying? And today, you are helping the same UK and radical Islamists, as you call it, to hold your brother down. You collected millions of dollars to work for the same Britain, the blood of millions of Biafrans that unalive will come against you and your entire generation. Hypocrite. More articles, more backlashing still there. You can read this one if you want to read. All of these things have been addressed to the brothers of Nnamdi Kanu. But this will not help Nnamdi Kanu in any way, shape, or form. It will play as a stumbling block for Nnamdi Kanu. See, these are negative effects. If you come for Nnamdi Kanu, if you come for his brothers, automatically you are coming against Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra movement. See, distraction from the main course or the main case. All this back and forth, they attack Kanunta Kanu and others. It creates distraction. It creates division among supporters, which is very clear. It weakens public sympathy. No countries of the world will want to sympathize with you because your house is already in fire and they seek to quench a fire where they burn for your state. If your house, your home is in fire, quench them first before you plan quench fire where they burn for an estate where your house stay in. So nobody will show you sympathy. It gives authorities negative narratives to use. It reduces unity within the IPOB supporters. So as you can see, the effects, they're very, very massive. And it's very, very clear. So I beg people where they fight the brothers of Nnamdi Kanu, you cannot love Nnamdi Kanu more than his brothers. It is very clear. You cannot love Mazi more than his own brothers and his own family. Even his wife. You cannot love him more than them. And then they share the same blood with him. So use your head when they come from these people. Use your head. Some people too, they come for Uchechi Uku Kanu, which is the wife to Nnamdi Kanu. They come for her. You cannot love Nnamdi Kanu more than her. So calm down. All these things, they create division amongst people, amongst the movement. And it's not good. It can never be good. Now, let's take a look at our third update for you. There's a big shocker coming from the USA and Israel. And I know say the USB or Biafra are strong friends or strong ally to the Israel. What did it happen? Well, make I break them down for you. As of yesterday, 1 day ago, we received a notification coming from the UN. What did the UN they talk? It states Israel and USA vote against resolution condemning transatlantic slave trade. Are you guys following? This is coming from the Truth Out, international media outlet. Capital B News still post them. US votes no as UN calls slave trade grievous offense and backs reparations. Are you guys following? So what did this whole thing even mean? Make I break them down for you. The UN voted on a resolution about the transatlantic slave trade. The resolution declared it is the grievous offense against humanity, called for reparations, compensations, apology, justice to countries where face high levels of slave trade. If you don't understand, make I break them down. So the United Nations held a meeting as of yesterday. Okay? They held a very strong meeting as of yesterday. And countries where they under the UN can cast votes. They casted a vote to vote for or against slave trade will happen back in the time. The UN want make slave trade. Any country partake in slave trade say you go send compensations to the countries where they affected to your slave trade. At the same time, we go make slave trade the highest offense against humanity. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So countries can vote. See the countries will vote in support of them. But 3 countries voted against that move. What are these countries? The USA say no, we no go pay compensations to countries where they are affected to slave trade. Even Israel said the same thing. We no go pay compensation. And Argentina, these 3 countries will partake heavily in slave trades are saying no, we don't want to pay compensations. And they don't want to make slave trade be the highest offense against humanity. What are you guys saying? That is a sad thing to say for USA and for Israel. Now, why they voted against it? We can understand why USA, Argentina, and Israel vote against them. Arguments that slavery was not illegal under international law at that time. So there's no legal basis for reparations today. Concern about it, creating a hierarchy of historical crimes, opening the door for financial legal liability. Now with Israel they talk, but this doesn't make sense. They are saying that slave trade back in the day was not against international laws. Are you kidding me? So you prefer to buy, if they say buy your fellow human, it is legal. You go rush go buy your brother, or you go rush go buy your sister because it's legal. No, you will not, because of the human feelings and the human intelligence where they embedded in you, which will go make you know that A is wrong and B is right. That is why animals, you cannot call yourself a human being when you act like animal. Now only animals don't know what's wrong and right in its full sense. But to see international laws back in the day did not stipulate slave trade as a crime is nonsense. And countries like USA, Israel, Argentina shouldn't be making such statements. You guys must vote for it and pay all restitutions. If it warrants you to pay all the financial legal liability, you must do it. Because you guys benefited heavily from the slave trade system and Africa suffered. So you guys must pay. Now I say make I show you what the country of USA they talk. And you know sit well with me in any way, shape or form. Okay? It will be the 4th update we'll get for you in this particular video. There's a big news on Kanu on the issue of referendum. What did they happen? Make we break them down for you gradually. So Kanu single-handedly has brought up the issue of referendum. What did they happen? Well, take a look at this article coming from the Daily Post. It states, IPOB thanks Mark Arnold, U.S. congressman, for bold intervention on Nigerians' demands referendum. But first thing first, Daily Post, if you watch these videos, when I make mistake here, is Mike Arnold, not Mark Arnold. The same mistake was repeated by the Vanguard, where they refer to Mike as Mark. Vanguard says the IPOB commends USA lawmakers calls for referendum on Biafra. This was released yesterday, the 26th of March, 2026. They call for Biafra. They asked Mike Arnold to push for him, to push heavily. But we fail to understand something. First thing first, who be Mike Arnold? Let's start with this name, Mike Arnold. He is a former mayor of Blanco, Texas, and founder of Africa Arise International, and has engaged in activities aimed at connecting with Donald Trump regarding the security situation in Nigeria. So this man was a former mayor of Blanco. Mayor be like a local government chairman in Nigeria. So Mike Arnold wielded, or once upon a time was a mayor of a region in the USA. Now, Mike Arnold has done something on the issue of referendum. Make I show you. Mike Arnold sent a memorandum. He submitted a memorandum recently. Okay, make I read that as it here. In recent, Arnold stated that he was forwarding a memorandum to Donald Trump along with copies to high-level US officials, warning that Nigeria is on the brink of becoming a major terror state. So Mike Arnold submitted documents to Donald Trump regarding Nigeria's referendum and why Nigeria is a major terror state. He enlists Nigeria encompasses people of different religion, people of different ethnicity, people of different beliefs and all. So the only way to fix Nigeria is to do it in make the break them into different fractions and factions. And this one they happened recently. Advocacy position. Arnold has accused the Nigerian government of religious persecution and has requested US intervention, urging a focus on free elections and constitutional changes in Nigeria. Arnold has done a lot. And all of these things, if you watch our videos from yesterday, you know saying Arnold told Nnamdi Kanu, he informed his brothers that, see, if una dey fight for Biafra in the same way you guys have been doing it in the past 50 plus years, nothing will change. I don't know if you guys watched that video from yesterday where we showcase every single thing exclusively. Arnold informed the brothers of Mars, they say, make una approach Biafran struggle differently now, and you will definitely see a different result. And as of today, he done the push for referendum. And this is massive. This is massive, massive, massive. Kudos to Mike Arnold. And he said that because of Nnamdi Kanu, this referendum or the issue of referendum, they come into picture. Now, back into Anioma state conversation. It's one thing for the government of Nigeria to open conversations for referendum. Another thing for we, people who want referendum, to win that contest. Because referendum, people, they will call senators, make una come cast on a vote, make una come vote. And if you get less numbers of senators or House of Rep members in your states, you are at disadvantage. That is why we need this Anioma state. So if you are close to this DPM, Ngozi, tell her say she didn't make a grave mistake. Make she calm down and learn from people who sabi politics, than to come they make some kind of crazy assumptions and say you don't want Anioma state. It will not help anybody. You know, go help her, you know, go help you. I go to say make we break down in today's coverage.
I'm not sure. Show us the law of free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, right? Yes. I'm not sure you must free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The time is running. Yes.
Biko ndị ọba amara onye kpukwasara obi Cubana okpu mmemme sikpufienye. Amara ndị gbakọrọ wee kpu inye okpu mmemme sikpufienye na onye unu kpiri okpu mmemme owo otu ya. Ozuhie a na-ene anya n'ihu were ekpu mmadụ okpu mmemme. Obi Cubana fụkalva atụju anya. O mere video after ka ndị be anyị were iwe na ihe mkparị ọkparịrị anyị. Wee mee video wee na-agwa anyị na nda anyị na ha nwanne Tinubu shey iwe ọga anyị nwoke. Mana last year after ka o mecha birthday nye Obi Cubana futara wee gwa anyị si na na-eme persecute na this government na persecute na ma buru onu chere anyị chere onye ọwụna onye Igbo na onye ọwụna dị kwa dị maka persecution nya ma ji onye na-ekwe e rekọdụrụ ya na video wee na-ekiri ọnụ ya wee na-ekwusi onye ọwụna dị na persecution o wee sị onye echekwere ka o mee nye before mara ibe na anyị nwere nke merie wee mara ibe ibe a ka o kwuru ọ dị na vidio ma akpọ vidio ahụ
Elenigomde hard way. And not even more learn or can Jayon does of Evangel in terms of persecution.
In Anioma.
Okay, what I go? That number. Only Melante. Onolo. For the Nagaman Bob, we all have to coexist. Man, I never want to say, man. Maybe 200 that man can answer to you. Oh, blalash. So, what I'm trying to say now is the truth of this whole thing. I'm not just saying that I don't know how you believe.
In Anioma.
I'm telling you, I'm a gay experience.
Onye ọ na wee geta anya ntị wee were ya wee mụrụ ihe anyị mara ndị anyị na mmadụ emekọ iwe na ajọ mmadụ n'ebe mara efu n'obu ebe anyị nọ onye ọ na-adị adị onye ka o ruru chi eleshọn gwuo efufụta na ego Obi Cubana wee bịa na-atụtụ anyị anya si anyị na ọnwa gbabazi ebe nwanne anyị gbabazi ebe si na banwụ nwanne anyị gbabazi anyị sie iwu ọgụ anyị ibe a ka Obi Cubana meghere ọnụ na-ekwu anyị ekwugo onye na nke vazi ahụ mmadụ na-ata n'obodo a nke be awụ ọzọ onye kwucha agwa onye kwucha idetu anyị edetu onye edetuo rekọdụ ụfọdụ maka echi mgbe ihe bido kọwakwasị na asị anyị wefute ego ebe ikpughe a na-edobezi risit ọ na-asị ya ndị ibe na-agbaji ibe na-emebe a na onye ọbụla ahụ na-agbakashizi onye ọbụla Obi Cubana ahụ na-agbakashizi onye ọbụla ibe isi ike akarị ndị mmadụ na-ata ahụhụ onye ọbụla onwe isi agụụ na-achọ narụ ndị mmadụ ụmụachi ndị mmadụ na-ata ahụhụ nye anyị fụtazie iji anya alụ gaị ọ ibe jọrọ njọ onye na-alụ gaị nya hụrụ ya fụrụ ilo ma mgbe ịrụgidere ha gaị wee rụrụ ya wee were ndị bụ ụnụ rụwa gaị ebe ahụ ka nsogbu ahụrụ m intaviu i mere edetu m ibe niile ikwu maka ndị a niile ndị a na-ekwu ibe a na-ekwu ibe ihe edetu so mma akọwa ya ebe ụmụ wee wụdị mentaliti ndị afọ akpagharị ụdị mentaliti ovu akpagharị o nwere ebe ọ sị na ya bụ ihe Igbo ji karị mba nwanne m biko anyị ejighị gaị wee karị mba biko ndị Igbo na-agba mbọ abịa na ndị na-agba mbọ na Naịjirịa ọ ndị Igbo biko anyị ejighị gaị ka mba anyị ejighị gị ka asị anyị wee shite 4,000 1 million people ye represent anyị amaghị ha ada ebe ahụ biko anyị ejighị eji onye gaị onye na-ele obodo so ka adresị ebe niile o kwuru Obi Cubana sị na village boy na ọba nwa na-elekọta obodo anya city boy batachie elekọtara ndị city boy obodo anya city boy batachie ọsịba ngwa ha soro ka ha jenagharị anya na village ịkwụ ụdị mentality ibu akpagharị nya village boy ekwe ihe nwa aka ọrụ ọkpata ego na-enye onwe nri ọ ihe ọjọọ ịkwụ ụdị mentality ibu akpagharị onye nọ na village enwe ha aka ọrụ nọ na-eche nche na-echekwara gị obodo ịnata isi ya soro ka ije city jenagharị anya iwu ụdị mentality ndị ibu akpagharị nya onye n'ọba nọ village boy nwe aka ọrụ onye nọ na-ewi onye nọ Ekwuru Ọbịa ọgbụ agụrụ ọka nwe aka ọrụ ọrịa bụ nche na-eche gị na-echere Obi Cubana ụlọ ọ na-atọsị anya ji kpagharịa Obi Cubana onye ọbụla chọrọ ọrụ onwe onye na idida rọbishiba nke abụọ ọ sị ka ibe na ndị mmadụ na-agbakashiri ahụ ibe anyị na-agbakashiri ahụ anyị asị na ga-emere Tinubu kampen merie kampen ibe anyị jụrụ mbi njiri ego ikwerebe nkwa na ihe eji nwa ego gote ndị bụ ụlọ ọnya ka anyị jụrụ na ikwerebe nkwa na ego banye ha anaghị ego na nsogbu agwụgo ọ ebe a ka anyị nwere nsogbu iti iferie na Tinubu rụrụ ọkwa isi na ọ demokrasi nsogbu ada ọchịchị onye kwuo uche ime onye chọọ ya mee ebe nsogbu dị na iwere ịgwaraba na ha weta ego maka ma mara na ha arụbeghị ọrụ ị na-arụbe ego bịa n'Igbo ka i were ego golu ndị mmadụ ọsọ Tinubu na-emeri ya na-ese otu anaghị eme kampen ịnụnugbo na o ji ego jee ngolu ndị mmadụ ọnwụ na ifiri ọnwụ na ịdị proud na Tinubu rụrụ ọrụ fụta na taa n'Igbo na-arụrụ anyị aka iji na ego ịbịa ngolu ndị mmadụ ọnya na-egwe ndị mmadụ iwe ọnwụ na ọrụrụ ọrụ fụta kọwara isi anyị biko na ibe anyị onye arụgwọ ọrụ setụ ịkwara ọzọ mana gị nwana onwe gị mana ọrụghị ọrụ i wee chọba ego ka i were ego gobie ndị mmadụ ịchọ ntọọrụ ala Igbo n'ibe a na-awụ ịgbago ugwu ndị mmadụ na-alụ ayọ ayụyọ gbambiara ịgbata Lagos ayụyọ eju ebe niile South yọyọyọ anya na ayọ ayụyọ ibe a na-ekwe onye ọ na nwe aka ọrụ inwe aka ọrụ iwere ya na-azụ ezinụlọ gị ọ ibe na-ewe anyị iwe nekwe ọzọ isi na ha ụmụ nwanne anyị na-achị iwe ọga anyị ịbịa gwafukwere anyị na ha hụ anyị n'anya ururu a biko ọ bụrụ na ha ụmụ nwanne anyị nwe ọga anyị gbawa ha jee kpụrụ MC Oruọma na ndị otu ndị atakịrị ndị Igbo mgbe e tụrụ elekshọn ha jee kpụrụ ha kpọchie bidogodo ebe ahụ gosi anyị na ha nwanne anyị na ha nwe ọga anyị ha jee kpụrụ ha ọnwa na elekshọn ka ha ji echeta na ha nwanne anyị ha kpụrụ ha nọ ndị amerụ ndị South East akaji o nwekwuru nwoke nwụrụnụ emecha vunata ozue nie ahụ ọgụgụ Obi Cubana ikpughe okwu ị na-agwa anyị na ha nwanne anyị o nwere ihe ọzọ ikwuru isi ka anyị kọ na-etie senta Obi Cubana biko anyị achọghị senta onwezi onye chọrọ center isi na oke anyị ịbịa na South East the only state a connect ya na center also ha nwere electricity Abia State iru ebe ahụ ọkụ na-eme ọsọ si aka ama na good governance na arụ ọrụ other state onwe ibe na-eme ebe niile gara aga so anyị chọrọ ndị ka Abia State aga connected to center ọsọ si ya na arụ ọrụ na South East then ị na-ekwu center kedu ibe a na-eke na center nwanne gbago north ọkwa kidnapping na-ere ishi evuru mmadụ 176 echi evuru egbu onye a ọkwa ma nọ n'etiti na-ekele afa ndị ibe marketing insecurity jee na South West jee ebe ahụ ije ebe ahụ ndị ibe marketing ọkwa ije ebe ahụ rice wụ kọbọ ibe a na-ele fuel 15 naira per liter maka nwanne be na-achị ije ebe ahụ ọkụ na-enwu 24 hours ọkwa ụzọ dị mma kedu ibe a na-ekete ịchọ ka anyị kete gwa m kunu vulata insecurity na South East ọ sị na a na-eke ihe kedu ihe ibe ahụ bakete anyị awụbeghị na South West anyị awụbeghị na North akpabi ọbịa Senate President kedu ibe bakete na South kedu ibe ọwụ unu na-ezuzu unu je ha na ebe na-achọ ka anyị nyere gị aka ka ịba dị esolu ezigbo oshi because ndị niile na-achị Nigeria today ma oshi South ma oshi East ma oshi West ma oshi North oshi akpabakaba ma ha kericha ọ ibe ịchọ ka anyị kwabaga nke ije soro ekelebe onwe ibe a na-ekete bịa onwe ibe anyị chọrọ ikete South East anyị na-ebe 50 million unu weta ihe dị ka ebe 700 gift wee bịa Imo State ịminus anya ọgwanụ 59 million 990 something thousand wọrụ ebe 999,000 wọrụ 59 million 999,000 eketebe kedu ngwa weta ibe ka ekebe onwe ibe anyị ji nonsense rice unu na-eke eme onwe ibe anyị ji eme ibe anyị chọrọ wu obodo dị ma onye fụta anya ji gba mbọ kpata ibe zụọ ụmụ ya ibe chọrọ ka anyị bịa line ya up o na-esi align be Tinubu na Lagos ewepụta video webe ndị mmadụ line up ka anyị bịa na line n'ebe ego ị na-eke anyị kọp rice bambiala a na-ala bambiala ma wa anyị were kọp ka ndị amajiri ibe ọ plan bụ ya wọkụrụ ụnụ ọ mechin ka ekelebe gị wee nọ ruo n'ọnọdụ ịnọ ọ mechin ka ọ friji ka eviri gị iwe ruo level a ka level ị nọ sọ nwere onye ọsọrọ nsọ ndị ajọ mmadụ wụrụ gị wụ very wicked set of people wicked ndị mmadụ na-ata ụgwọ gbasaghị ụnụ ego ka ụnụ na-achọ akpa ụnụ ịnwe nke small chief priest na ọbụ onye help vunye business very selfish people useless people ebe niile ụnụ dị very selfish a na-akọgheri ihe ịgbawa onwe gị ị na-achọ ndị eche si village boys na-echere gị nche ịfụta isi maka idugharị aha degharị anya mgbe ọma wafụkwa gị isi useless and selfish people nwere ka ha ma ọkwa na-eso otu na-eme campaign enugbo ka oke rice enugbo na ofe ọmụs Aba City boy ọkwa ndị mmadụ aka na-emere campaign Tinubu rụọ ọrụ bịa were ọrụ mere ihe campaign ka iwu mmadụ na-amagwa na ọrụ ọrụ ụnụ chọzie na-achọ ndị ụnụ ya egopụ agwaba gị kweta ebe ha weta ego ka ị bịa rụọ ndị bụ ụnụ gaị ka ị gopụo ndị bụ ụnụ ibe na anaghị eme gị na-akọgheri ọ bụ onye last year ka ị na-ama akọ na ha megị prosecute election gwụba fụfụta ego ịkọwachie ihe ọzọ si na onye ọchịchị onye nwe uche ịchọ sọpọtụ ekwensu ọgbasa ha anya ebe nsogbu na iwere ha na ego gị igopụ ndị be anyị ebe anyị nwere nsogbu ị na-eke mmadụ 1000 ihe 59 million 990,000 kedu ka ha ya esi mee obu anaghị emetụta ụnụ na ndị mmadụ agwọ mmiri agwụ ebe niile ije ịkwa akwa iti starch gbe ya na nsogbu adị aba wetebe ego jelunu na-abịa jelunu nke anyị ka na-akwụ obere ibe agwagwo m ndị ọba ụfụ na onye unu kwiri okpu onye anyị elu unu were ego nwanne ebe ahụ unu teta agwa unu n'ọba na-elegbu onye sanya risit ị na-akọwara anyị Tinubu onye ji iji ọnụ iji eri iji ịgwara anyị anyị zere ekwebe eze olu taa ịgwaji anyị soro ihe na ndị ezigbo mmadụ anyị na-echu unu na-ezuzu onye chọba ha na nke selfish people ochezọ na ndị bebe na-ata ahụ Naijiria niile na-ata ahụ nwere dịka ịdị na-ekwu appointment nwe ibe anyị ji appointment enye ha eme ka ndị mmadụ rie ibe onye ọhụrụ na-eje ụlọ ọgwụ ọ dị accessible ibe ị chọrọ inwetie any appointment that will not lead to that nwe ibe anyị ji eme weli na-eji get away from here onye ka unu na-eyi egwu na anya ihe nweta nke unu divide and rule jee zuo ike anyị na-eche gị
ụmụnne m ke konume ụmụ Biafra ndewonu o nwere ihe m chọrọ ka m gwa unu especially ndị Igbo Imana enwere a serious fight for the soul of IPOB. Yes. And that soul we are talking about is DOS. Okwegengota. Imana na IPOB. IPOB nwere hierarchy. Command and control. Okwemana onwebe ihe na-emebeghị to destroy IPOB from within. And I can authoritatively tell you that this particular fight, this last one now, Onyama was the last fight. because the freedom is very near. They Anioma Kanu, the leader of IPOB, when he instituted this organization, when we came to Biafra about it, about DOS, that DOS, mania. Unfortunately, Nigerian government have not been able to know the soul of DOS. How am I going to do with DOS? See, Chike Doziem in aho will just the figurative, as in the head, just heads in aho of DOS. As in onye apoputara outside, as in unu na aho as onye shindi DOS. DOS awuge mayo. Imana unu puta aputa ndị mmadụ anaghị engomi okwu engomi. Onwe mgbe Nnamdi Kanu pụtara sị gị ihe ọbụla Chike Doziem gwara gị gị mee ihe ọ sị ihe ọbụla DOS gwara gị gị mee ya. Ichere na before Chike Doziem apụta bịa mee eni ihe a na onwebeghị inner caucus meeting with the DOS. Imana the DOS a na-ekwu okwu ya. See, even Otachi na-asa nworu na-apụta ndị mmadụ na-akpọ ya ihe awụ just ntụpenye azụ a na-egosi unu. Because these people, Nigerian government, have been trying as much as they could possibly try to get that DOS. But unfortunately, before, see, this, I've said it a couple of times, this movement is divine. Even on the DOS, I am not very sure that they are in control of what they are doing. It is God that is manipulating them. See, listen, God said that even if you refuse to worship him, that he will raise stones to worship him. That is what you guys should understand. To bring these people down. Nnamdi Kanu, no, in custody. Should I say figuratively, any life imprisonment, which we know that no, on a false judgment. And even before that judgment started, he had already been discharged and acquitted, and they never let him go. With no law, they still convicted him. I don't know how you people are seeing, Biafrans are seeing the whole thing that is playing out. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is like a bait. Feeling capture Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, capture IPOB, capture DOS. No. He is there with them, and he is in their custody. Even I believe that Nege Nwechama CCTV na his ebono ebetinyere. I've not gone there. I don't think I will go there. But how do you expect DOS Indiana Cheche to come and go there? Definitely they will still get there. Are you getting what I'm saying? But to a large extent, how can you say that you are a lawyer and you had a conversation with the leader? Road Kina Wani that name institute to 100-man whatever. As in, are you guys really seeing it from the angle I'm seeing it? Gina your chairman. Let's say Gina your chairman meeting. Yotago. He put her where as in a decent environment. Biabia Wani na your chairman say na nele modus of operandi. Na age wenka. Uno mwekwa respect. Biafran so one day ga putana. Where is the written document? Idre sign here.
Right now, which I go talk
with the head of the 100 man.
Because a lot of
I don't really understand. See, you all madu mere no one. You all man kemu mere. Chineke ga akwụm ụgwọ ya. All this. See, anọkwa.
So that everybody go get distraction. Both Ngozi, both Simon, both Mazin and the Cal. So that everybody. Everybody need to understand.
Voya. Yeah, kutiwaya, tiwa IPOB. Borondi hapo, ndi soya soroya.
Start this movement.
But in him, at the end of the day, some people sorrow that guy never knew that no only GBT. No when done around especially.
No, just calm down. See how we go just take
the government. They followed him ignorantly because on no.
My own.
This man told you that this Biafra restoration will be realized.
No, they pray for this movement because
with as in diplomatically
possible best to even protest.
This video is becoming so long. But at least you should understand what I'm saying. There is a fight for the soul of IPOB, which is DOS, and do not let yourself be used towards that which God has planned, because the punishment you will receive, he gave Charlie.
In any type of violence or criminality. We are doing what we are doing so that the world will get us witness over the bad records that Nigerian governments are writing and giving out to the international community. IPOB and its leadership can never, ever involve themselves on any sort of dodgy movement or any kind of criminality or terrorism. IPOB cannot do it because we are on international stage. If we are ever indulged in such a thing, we will not be allowed to be in the midst of this moment like this. We can never be allowed to be here. Of course, this is what we are talking about. So we have to keep the records straight, and you have to help me here, share this and make sure that everybody got this information here and the activities of IPOB. Tell me why would IPOB will be on international stage like this, and then they will be involving or leading an organization that is parallel to Biafra land. This is the same thing here you're seeing. That is how IPOB is at home as well. Anything they do, you can also use the rallies of Mazin and the Kanu 2017, 2016, 2017. You can use that to attest that the IPOB is never a violent organization. They don't involve in any sort of criminality, and we are proving to the world today. Tell me that if IPOB leadership is not worth supporting in the